Honestly, can I mention this? I do want to mention this. It gets a little overwhelming sometimes when half the chat is just go to sleep, have you slept, please sleep. Like, I'm getting sleep, and honestly, like, sleeping at weird hours is just part of me. And in the, at least in the Japanese side of the community, there's like a group of people called Kiyumin. People who overly concern themselves about, I guess, the well-being of the streamer, I guess. And it's generally frowned upon to, like, you know, care about those kind of things. When the stream is definitely not about that, right? Like, obviously, we're adults. We understand when it's too much. It's like the same thing as saying, quit streaming. Like, quit it right there. Stop your stream. It looks the same to me. Like, I understand the worry. You know, the EN side of the VTuber stuff is really new. I understand a lot of rules don't get across, but I think this is something important. I do want to mention. It's generally frowned upon, and I honestly agree with it. Also, one thing, telling other people to stop doing something is just as in the way and off topic to the stream. Backseat modding, I guess. Like, I don't have mods, because I don't think I need mods. I would start to need mods if there are backseat modders. No mods? Yeah, I don't think mods are necessary. I'm kind of blessed in the fact that the only thing I really have to, like, moderate is spam. And everything else, like, in the end, is just one message out of a lot of y'all. Like, a lot of times, were to be, like, something like, I don't really want to read in the chat, I could just ignore it. And that'll just be the end of the day, right? But it doesn't become the end of the day when other people start reacting to that said person. As I grow, I think, like, I initially never expected this kind of growth. But, like, as I grow, I think, before it's too late, right? I do want to mention things that are important. I think my chat's great, but I do want to mention it in the case that it gets out of control. Because I don't want it to get out of control. It's better to be safe early, right? Like, one thing that I find it's crazy within, like, at least in the Japanese side of the community of the NIJISANJI viewers, there are, like, so many, like, unspoken rules that people just know and understand and follow. That kind of, like, foundation was built because how NIJISANJI was able to build kind of over time. But it's not really possible when you gain 400k subs in 4 months, you know. So I didn't want to mention it. And I like genuinely think like a lot of rules that has been cultivated so far with, like, watching VTubers. Like, I think they are really good rules. It's not one of those rules you just have because they're just rules. They're genuinely have meaning behind them, or, like, the reasoning behind the said rule is very sound and valid, in my opinion. Like, yeah, general etiquette, but I think it goes a little further, or, like, more in depth when it comes to, like, VTuber, or not even VTubers, but, like, streamer related stuff, I guess. I don't know what the right thing is, but you know, it's not only for me. I think it's really a great set of rules to have for a really healthy community, you know. Yeah, I think it's very important to spread. Like, it's not fun, right? You watch a stream and there's so many people who are, like, being rude. If you're also a chatter, they kind of get to you, right? And I don't want that to be that to be that big of an issue, right? It makes some people more discouraged to chat, feel uncomfortable. That's the main thing. Feeling uncomfortable within the chat. Luca's chat rules: do not be weird, champ. Wise words, very wise. More unspoken rules. This one I'm not too picky about, honestly, because sometimes y'all's replies are bangers, but there is a rule that you don't really reply to, like, a thread of VTubers replying to each other. I think that's more of a Japanese thing. I kind of like some banger replies, honestly. I don't really care too much about that one. But I don't care. I don't care. The others might. If it's something like, "Hi, good morning," and then the other person replies, "Good morning to you too," and then the third person comes in and then it's like a random person being like, "Oh, good morning. Seems like you slept like 7 hours today. Hope you got enough sleep. Drink coffee if you need to." Like, weird. But, like, if you want to, like, drop a meme to like two people's conversation you think is, like, fitting and funny, like, I don't mind those at all. But if it's like one of those, like we're just having a like a general like, hey, good morning, and it's like, oh, you slept for 7 hours. You drank. Are you drinking coffee? I recommend this coffee creamer. It's really nice. I don't know. That's a rule in the Japanese side, at least. I guess it's just don't be weird. Don't be weird. You are weird, champ. I guess it's kind of like a surefire way to not be weird is just not to reply. But like you could always not reply, but like, you know, if you have something you want to say, you could like, I don't know, subtweet, I guess. I guess, I don't know. Quote, retweet. Yeah, all of those. Typing in different languages, that's more of a English streamer rule. But I don't know. I'm honestly unsure about that. Like what I should do about that. Like clearly, like I can't read anything apart from English and Japanese. So if somebody starts typing in a language I don't know, and it just fills up the chat, like I can't read it, which kind of sucks. Kind of an L on my part when it comes to languages outside of those two. So, oh yeah. There's like the thing where you shouldn't mention what other streamers are doing, or like unless like they actually mention it themselves. So like let's say Luca's trying to like prank me in Minecraft. And then I get on Minecraft, and then chat suddenly like, watch out, Luca's gonna prank you in Minecraft. You know, that ruins it. Like that's like a really blatant example, but it could be something a little bit more subtle, like Luca's in the cave struggling right now. Do you want to help him out? Lol. I know you're playing Pogo Stuck right now, but hop on Minecraft. Tucks hair behind ear. Smiles, winks. You know. It's just generally frowned upon. People do that. I've seen cases before. If you're just there to watch the streamer and like, if you don't know about like what other people are doing, it's kind of like, weird. But there is if they mention the other streamer, it's fine, I think. Though, I think there is one part that some people weren't really happy about when Sunny needed help for his stream, right? And then on stream he said, where is Shu around? Like at that point, it's fine for y'all to come into my chat, I think. Because, or else I wouldn't have noticed the Discord DM. For those who are familiar with the rule, it was a little bit a weird moment. Or not comfortable, I guess. The rule is, in greater detail, the fact that you shouldn't mention it unless the streamers mention it themselves. But yeah, I think a rule of thumb is to not mention it unless they already do. Especially when there's like a chat that like, when your chat floods with it, you know? It gets weird. But I think it's really like a case-by-case kind of thing. I think my chat's pretty pie. So I don't want y'all to worry too much or make that be something that makes it harder for you to chat. But I think I would mention it if it's something I care about, I guess. Or if it starts to become a problem, I will mention it, I guess. But I think it's like an experimental thing with all of us, right? You know, the EN side of the VTuber community is really new. VTubers by itself is already pretty new already. It's like a group effort kind of thing, right? Yeah, don't worry about it, but I know 99% of you don't have any ill intentions. And like honestly, sometimes it's not even a problem on my stream. Or it's not a problem on my stream a lot of times. But it is kind of on like other streams. Sometimes. So I kind of wanted to mention. Actually crying? Wait, no, don't cry. I just wanted to set some stuff straight, you know? What the heck? I'm just here to, you know, make sure everything's alright. Alright, that's what I do. Yeah, like one thing I kind of like wanted to make sure, like since I've debuted, one of them being not overexerting myself, and another thing is to make sure to say things that I don't like up front, because if I don't say it now, I'll probably regret it later down the line when it's too late to do so, you know? I think that's really important.